Hello, everybody. This is Creation with Situation with Creation. And today I want to talk about the subject of understanding versus common sense from my own personal perspective. For me, when I was growing up in Cleveland, Ohio, I never really encountered the phrase common sense or use your common sense because I was really in the way of understanding information or comprehending information and then applying information. And then when I went to school, that's what the white kids were, if you want to say white kids today, or the European Americans were at school, not in the neighborhood. So I started hearing, why don't you use your common sense? Not to me specifically, but just amongst, people talking. I thought, well, what's common sense? I mean, I understand information, I use it and I apply it, but what do you mean by common? So to me, I figured out, well, common sense must be like a cultural collective of things that they believe in to do normally that you just are taught to do and you know to do them. And I thought, well, that doesn't work for me because in some places, what people think is common sense from their culture, their, upbringing is going to be different from me. Like when I went to my, best friend's house and he was a white guy, they're not going to be eating the same foods that I'm going to be eating at my house. Where to us, normal could be I'm eating neck bones and rice, where they probably never even heard of that. So it's common sense to me to do certain things that when I encounter different cultures of people with different lifestyles at home, it's like, well, what do you mean by that? So to me, I think understanding is a better way to go because understanding is comprehending and seeking to answer the questions of, who, what, when, where, why, and how. Whereas common sense is giving the impression that you should already know how to do something, even though you've never encountered before. Like it should be an instinctual knowing of you just know what to do, and that's not always the case. So to me, I rather live by understanding instead of common sense because understanding will help me to comprehend the common sense that they're talking about, understanding the why they're doing what they're doing or why it's considered the norm or what people should be doing. Because a lot of times people get angry and say, just use your common sense. What's wrong with you? Well, what's common to me may not be common to you. So I started just doing understanding, not even worrying about common sense. I seek to understand people because understanding in terms of like a behavior is not going to fight with you. It's going to try to seek the why. Now, understanding doesn't mean I agree and going to follow what you're doing. I just want the comprehension of how to interact with you or understand the why that you're doing it. And once I understand the why, then I can know how to behave and then explain why I'm not doing that or why I want to do that. So to me, I live by understanding, not so much common sense, because common sense to me is limited. So I focus more on understanding what's going on. And I notice that a lot of people always talk about, oh, that's just common sense. Well, probably to your culture, your household, or even your country, state, city. But to me, where I'm coming from, my common sense would not be common sense to you. So we shouldn't judge each other, based on common sense because they may have a different perspective of what that even means or how to even operate in doing something. So to me, I live by understanding, and I understand your common sense, or at least I seek to understand. And then once I, understand what is going on, then I make a decision on how to properly interact in a peaceful way. Because I'm always about peace. I'm the peacemaker. I believe in peace. I live in peace. To me, if it's not peaceful, then I feel like no, I shouldn't even be doing it. It seems like it's dangerous. So that's my spiel or my situation or perspective today on understanding versus common sense from my own personal experience. If you want to subscribe and comment and talk about your personal experience with common sense and understanding, please feel free. And other than that, I will see you at the next time on the next video. And this is Creation with Situational Creation. Peace.